started at the age of 9, and it was an unrelated horse riding accident that changed Sydney Gill's life.
Yeah, so when it started, it was just intermittent, so it wasn't very often, maybe once or twice a week. But when it did happen, it was very distressing, but they just kind of brushed it off. And then when I was 15, when I broke my collarbone, it became a lot worse, and it was worse than the break pain. So that's when we knew that something was wrong.
With a bit of good luck and serendipity, the orthopedic surgeon that we had for the collarbone, when we explained what was happening, he said, "Oh, you probably have thoracic outlet syndrome."
And Sydney did. Thoracic outlet syndrome, TOS. It's a rare disease that compresses a network of nerves in your spinal cord. After 3 failed surgeries in Canada, the family was told nothing more could be done.
Once we got to the end of that journey, Sydney was in a very terrible place, actually. She was in significant pain. Well, at that point, she was needing a wheelchair just to get around, really, because moving her body created just so much pain for her. And so we kind of reached a dead end, and that's when I realized that that we needed to start looking and doing some research of our own. And so that's when I started really doing the work I wish I'd done earlier. It's a terrible thing to say, but you just, you see, it's such an emotional story. You just have a lot of regret around that.
Determined to give Sydney a better life, they found a surgeon in Boston, Dr. Dean Donahue, who specialized in TOS.
He would be able to help Sydney through surgery, so we went down there, and Sydney had her first surgery with him May of 2019. Her recovery from that was very hard. She went into that surgery in a really difficult place, right? She was in a wheelchair to just move. She couldn't even walk any kind of distance. The surgery itself was about 9 hours long, and Dr. Donahue said, don't expect her to get better quick. He said, it's going to take about 18 months before you start to see improvement.
Sydney has been given back her life, and although never pain-free, she can manage the lifelong disease. Losing a part of her adolescence, Sydney finished high school at 21, and now the path is being paved for her nursing journey.
After getting everything back on track, I was able to apply for Mohawk College for pre-health, and I was able to get into the program, and I did very well. And now I'm going to Mohawk for the practical nursing program in the fall. And now finally being able to take back control of my life a little bit and do what I always wanted really shows me that there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Teresa Arnott Candy is one of Sydney's instructors at Mohawk College, and coincidentally, a family friend.
To kind of watch her grow up and to see kind of the struggles that she had. I'm sorry, I'll get a little emotional. And then to see her kind of rise above those and to show up here at Mohawk and just blow it out of the water with her studies and just her ability to connect with other students and just love for learning. It's amazing. Given her background and her struggles and her story, it's going to make her such a more effective nurse, that she'll be able to empathize and be able to share her story with her future patients. And it will be a real honor for them to have her on as part of their healthcare teams.
Living in the country and connecting with her animals helps ground Sydney, call it her bit of sanctuary. The community came together to support the high cost of hope for Sydney's future, which the family is forever grateful for. The determined Sydney Gill is now working to help others with TOS, and Sydney's story can inspire us all to work hard, persevere, and pursue our dreams, no matter what life throws at us.
I'm really excited to be able to give back to people the way they gave to me through my difficult times and be able to do that for other people.
This event is a big deal for us because it's our first taste of what being a successful photography could be. Displaying your work at a gallery show makes it feel more real, like we can actually achieve bigger dreams as a photographer.
My name is Scott Kenny. I'm the program coordinator of photography Still Emotion at Mohawk College. I'm very excited about tonight as we're celebrating our students at their graduate gallery show, Frames in Time, here at 905 Print. This is a fantastic opportunity because we get to showcase some of the amazing images and video that our students have created over the last 2 years in our program. And it also gives them a chance to connect with the industry as well as connect with the community here in Hamilton.
Seeing my work at a display it's a feeling that's very hard to describe it in words. It's very surreal, and I feel a step closer to my goals and my dreams.
When I see my work on display, I think about the long process and how much I have improved.
This is a very nice event because it gives us a chance to display the best work that we have done in 2 years. And it's a very nice wrap-up to the 2-year journey we have at Mohawk College.
One of the great opportunities that we're going to have tonight is we get to celebrate our students with awards from our very generous sponsors. We have multiple categories tonight and some pretty special prizes.
Before this, I always thought like only certain type of people that I'm not can achieve something like what I have achieved. And I could never envision me being that person that is displaying on that wall. And now I am.
Well, I have a Mohawk education, so I believe in the brand. I believe in what we do. I believe that we run parallel and that we are partners in community, in society. We are building our next generation that's going to look after us and give us speeding tickets and allow us over the border. And, you know, so I like that connection. I think that's perfect. I just love the feel of it. I love the connecting with the students. Every day is a different day. And they're hilarious. Some of the questions they ask, they probably tell us way too much. But that's okay because it allows us to get to know the student and then be able to ask and answer questions as references. People are nervous about fitness. They don't know where they stand in their whole group. So we do see a lot of insecurities. And this might be the first time ever in their life that they've been pushed outside their comfort zone. Not many people run a 5K just for the fun of it. Well, we do here, and we work through them. And if they don't like their score, they can be more than welcome to do it again. It's not a one and done here. And that's what I love. I love seeing the growth. Like this morning, I got a text from a student that is up at Aurelia right now, and he just finished the fit pin, and he was so proud of himself because he passed. And he said I was the first person that he thought of. And I thought, well, that's why you do it. Because hopefully they learn something here in our classes, and then they go on and save the world. That's a tough question because I think I am a student. I like to laugh, I like to joke. I don't think everything has to be serious. They're going to get into serious jobs. We've got to get the fun back into fitness and to allow them to make these mistakes and realize, ooh, that might not have been the best decision, and here's the way that they should be going. Everything is expanding. I think the opportunities are endless, really. Kids can change jobs, they can, manipulate, they have lateral job ability. So if they get into policing and that's not really what I want, they can get into corrections, or they can go from a municipal police officer to OPP if they want. They don't have to work at a job for 30 years anymore. I think that is just unbelievable. Doors are open for everybody.
Just knowing the basics of how to use the tools. Like, I didn't know how to use a screwdriver, but now I do.
Whether you're learning basic tool skills or working on a giant machine, Jill of All Trades is a day for grades 9 through 12 female or female-identified students to learn about pathways to incredible careers in skilled trades. A national program, Jill of All Trades hit Mohawk College's Stony Creek campus with a bang or horn. Drill maybe? Well, you get the picture.
Giving people an opportunity to touch it, to try it, build confidence in it. So, there's a lot of opportunity here. And one of the barriers is people need to ask questions. We work in a lot of assumptions in skilled trades that only certain type of people should be going into these roles, and that's just not true. The best thing we can ask people to do is ask questions, encourage young women to think about things differently. We had a person today talk about, did you turn the lights on in your home? Did you use the washroom today? Did you drive or take transportation to your destination? That is all skill trades related, and that's what we need people to understand. It's vast, it's incredible, but you have a lot of great opportunity if you take that first step.
Mohawk College strives to change the mindset around skilled trades and get youth excited over the possibilities.
We are trying to talk to students as early as grade 5, 6, and 7 because we know that decisions are made. Conversations are had around those tables in the home, with family, with friends, around what you think you want to do when you're done high school. So we do, and we are continuing to work with our school board partners, our industry partners, to create opportunities in early elementary school so that students can start to think about school differently. And it's not just about core subjects like English, math, and science. While important, they're not the only thing that you can learn when you get into the high school grades. We're having conversations about high school students coming here while in high school and completing things like the Ontario Youth Apprenticeship. So you're a high school student and you get to attend college. So we're trying to have earlier opportunities. We're trying to get creative with the opportunities we provide to students. And we always have our doors open for anyone interested and excited about looking at the skill trades.
High school students who participated in Jill of All Trades could walk away with knowledge, excitement, and a potential path forward.
Got it. We got to disassemble the driver's seat door, and that was really fun.
You have to use your strength and your brain too, to sort of just imagine what the next step could be. And but once you start getting used to it, it's a lot more comfortable. You'll learn something that you could take that you could use for the rest of your life. Just skills, basic skills.
I think I'm just eager to keep on trying new things, and if I enjoy it, then maybe I will go down that path. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ashley Packer. I'm the Sustainable Food Systems Coordinator for the Sustainability Office here at Mohawk College. And today we're taking a look at our honeybee colonies that we have at the Fennel campus with our beekeeper backed by bees. And Dave is going to take us through our Bee 101.
What I want to do is I want to take you guys into an actual honeybee colony. Believe it or not, you guys are actually standing around just under about 500,000 honeybees. Inside that colony, these bees don't communicate like you and I. So they don't talk, they don't see each other. It's completely dark in there, so they talk exclusively through pheromones. We have our smoker going, and that's what's gonna keep us all safe. And so this allows us to actually puff some smoke right into that colony to actually cover up any sort of sense inside that colony, so that way they can't communicate through this, so that colony can stay under our control when we're in there. So this here is a frame of honeybees. Legally in Ontario, you have to have frames that are removable. That way you can actually inspect for diseases and pests. But we have a lot of worker bees on here. We also have a few drones. And so I'm gonna come around and we'll have a look at the difference between drones and workers. So in my left hand here is a drone, and I'll walk around, but you see how his eyeballs go right around his entire head? So the drone is male. The big eye boy is a male, and then this worker is a female. The workers actually have to keep the surface of this comb at 33 degrees. So just like a chicken has to incubate her eggs, the worker bees have to incubate their eggs. 21 days from egg to adult, they actually chew their way out. So underneath all these little caps that look like little paper bags That's all pupa developing underneath it. 2,000 eggs every single day. So in a matter of a couple days, you'll have all those emerge, and that's how these colonies get upwards of 85,000 bees. When they emerge as an adult, is they turn right around and they go and clean out that cell. They get right to work, they start to produce wax. Wax, believe it or not, is just honey that's been converted in their body. So these bees are actually gonna be able to put upwards of 300 pounds of honey in these colonies in a year, and they'll consume about 200 pounds. So they'll leave us with 100. So by the end of the year, we'll only end up with 100 pounds of honey. The bees will keep all their young in the heart of the hive. So that's why on this top box, this box weighs a ton, and it's at the top, and so we can actually get in there and only be eating honey and nectar from that box there. The bees actually head to these plants, and they'll collect nectar from these plants. So in all these plants, they'll have little nectaries deep inside them. The bees go in, they collect that nectar, but that nectar is actually about 80% water. It's sugar, water, and then because it's coming from the environment, it has yeast in it. And so if the bees don't actually process that, and they have a high water content, sugar, and yeast, it'll start to ferment on them. And bees don't tolerate alcohol. And so what they have to do is when they bring back that nectar and it's 80% water, they have to evaporate all that down and get it to lower than 18% water. So that's a lot of work. And so what they do is they basically all day long, they suck up nectar and spit it out, suck it up and spit it out. And when they do that, they're constantly adding their spit into that nectar. And what that spit does, it actually puts one enzyme into the honey. It's called glucose oxidase. And it takes glucose and oxygen and converts that into hydrogen peroxide, meaning your jar of honey on the shelf is sterilizing itself constantly over thousands of years. And so that's why honey, when we say honey never spoils, it's constantly like clarifying itself and sterilizing itself in the jar. So what we're gonna do is you guys are gonna try some honey right from the colony. But you're gonna get your finger and you're gonna jab it right on in. Get right in there. These bees are gonna clean up these finger holes in a matter of hours. But definitely from the taste of that, I would say that is heavily clover honey. So it has that kind of minty tanginess to it. We have all those different clovers in bloom. And that's what they're gonna be working on, and that's what's gonna give it that sort of kind of light, tangy sort of flavor to it. When it comes to getting into beekeeping, the hard thing is, yeah, there's a lot to know. I mean, you're never gonna know everything you need to know, but if you don't have a good basis of it, you're gonna have dead stock pretty fast instead of livestock. And so really what it is getting involved with local beekeeping associations. So in Hamilton here, you have the Golden Horseshoes Beekeeping Association, and that's everything from the hobbyist keeper who has 1,000 colonies and is well versed in it. And so that's gonna be the best way to start. And outside of that, it's really just trial and error. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you learned something in B101 with Dave. Check out our future workshops that we're going to be hosting, and if you want to get involved, please email us at sustainability@mohawkcollege.ca.
I got into this field by accident, actually. So when I went off to undergrad, I thought I was going to be an elementary school teacher. And as I did my undergrad, I really started to understand that maybe that wasn't going to be the field for me. And so when I graduated, I knew I wanted to work with kids. One day I applied to a position for an instructor therapist, working with kids with autism, and they offered me the job. And I started the next day, and from the very first day, I absolutely loved everything about what I was doing. I was working with children with a diagnosis of autism in an intensive behavioral intervention setting. And at the end of every day, it didn't matter how challenging the day could have been, I felt like I did something good. I had the good fortune of having the opportunity to come here to Mohawk, initially as the field placement specialist for the program, and then I became a faculty member. And it continues to bring me tremendous joy to be able to send students out into a field that I love and that I'm passionate about. Mohawk is home, and Mohawk is special because of its people. And I really appreciate the fact that Mohawk affords opportunities for their team members to be themselves and to be the best version of themselves. Back in 2019, I had the good fortune of taking 9 autism and behavioral science students and 3 photography students on a global experience to India. So we spent over 2 weeks in India, and those 2 weeks changed my life. And they changed my life for a variety of reasons. One, they gave me incredible perspective in terms of some of the challenges that our international students face when they come to Canada, because coming to a new country is hard. It is different. It is an adjustment. And so being in India really gave me the opportunity to experience some of what they go through. Most important about that trip was the fact that I really got the chance, for the first time and almost the only time, to really see my students in action. So I watched them start on their first day, and I watched them be apprehensive and afraid and really question themselves and their skill set. And I watched them doubt themselves. And then as each day progressed, I watched them develop more confidence and start having these conversations with the teachers at the school about what was important to them, and saw them develop this understanding of why it's so important not to make assumptions and to really get to know families and understand what's important to them. And so for me to get the chance to have a front row seat to watch them work and apply all of these things that they learned in the program was so incredibly rewarding. Everyone should have opportunities to grow and to learn. And the students in our program graduate and work in positions where everyone in society has an opportunity to learn and grow. Our program really contributes to our community in very impactful ways. We support marginalized individuals, we support individuals with disabilities, and we create and facilitate opportunities for inclusion and for the development of skills that are going to improve their quality of life. My favorite part of being in the classroom, that's easy. It's the students, right? The best part about being in the classroom is my students. And there is something magical about being in a classroom full of students who have committed and chosen a career path to make this world a better place. Graduation's my favorite day of the year, right? Watching them cross the stage and shake the president's hand and being able to give them a hug after and tell them how proud I am of all their hard work, that fills me with so much satisfaction, with so much joy, and with so much pride. I'm a wreck on graduation, there's no doubt, because it's a wonderful day, and it's such an important way to acknowledge all of the hard work that they've put into it.
This world-class center exists at the intersection of academics, research, and clinical care, providing a space where innovation can flourish and new models of care, alongside new approaches to education, will offer transformative solutions to big healthcare challenges.
With the opening of the Center for Integrated and Advanced Medical Imaging, we're working to address some of the serious challenges experienced in post-secondary education and in the healthcare sector in our region. Through our shared vision for the center, we've identified a way to educate and graduate more MRI technologists to help address the workforce deficit in our healthcare system. We found a way to provide students with practical experience on the most advanced medical imaging equipment in the industry without disrupting the flow of patients and adding to already large backlogs and wait lists.
The center truly is an example of innovation in action. It demonstrates how institutions with common goals and a reputation for excellence can work together to advance the core mandate while also addressing the system-wide healthcare issues such as wait times.
Our top researchers need access to advanced imaging equipment. Kyami provides this access without competing with the hospitals for inpatient needs. By scanning non-urgent patients in the community, at this venue, we will help to ensure hospital capacity is there for hospital patients when they need it.
Our government is proud to partner with McMaster University and Mohawk College to ensure the Center for Integrated and Advanced Medical Imaging has the funds you need to operate your new MRI suite. This is what happens when we integrate, when we work together, we ultimately end up with better patient care. So congratulations for that partnership. This will increase access to diagnostic services, reduce wait times, and connect patients to the care they need closer to home for decades to come.
This kind of partnership is possible in the city of Hamilton, and it's not possible in a lot of other cities. These four anchor institutions to work together to achieve this trifecta of patient care, research, and training is an extraordinary feat.
What we're seeing here today, organizations working together on solutions to our collective challenges, is absolutely critical to our healthcare system continuing to move forward.
In the history of every organization, there are watershed moments, moments that clearly establish a new direction for the future. And I believe that we are making one of those moments today for construction training and the City School at Mohawk College.
Today, I'm incredibly proud and grateful to announce that Mohawk College has received a generous gift of $1 million from Steve and Elizabeth Stipsitz and Brandhaven Homes. As the president of Brandhaven Homes, Steve Stipsitz is a community builder in many ways. His Burlington-based home building company is committed to exceptional quality and care in the construction of every home they build and in the development of every community they design. As a result of his generous gift, City School will develop industry-focused training programs, address and remove barriers to training and employment for people in underserved communities, promote construction trades careers in the community, and deliver demand-led programs through City School by Mohawk College.
Thank you. Well, I love City School, and I can see that you're dying to know why, so I'm going to tell you. So first, you must imagine a society in desperate need of people to fill jobs in important but underserved careers, such as healthcare, health and childcare, and the skilled trades. And then imagine people living in multi-generational poverty right here in our own backyard. And then now imagine a small group of caring individuals who felt compelled to do something about it by bringing education right into the neighborhood where the people live at no charge to the participants. That is City School, and so what's not to love?
As a student, being able to actually handle a baby like this before getting out into the real world felt really good. It allowed me to grow my confidence and a little bit of familiarity with not only the anatomy, but also just the fact that you are dealing with a real human before you get out into the real world.
The baby that Stella refers to is a BabyWorks baby, which is an animatronic infant that mimics a human baby, the first of its kind to be brought to life in a college environment.
At our new BabyWorks and all our simulation equipment here in the simulation lab at the Institute for Applied Health Science allows our students and faculty to help build their capacity for compassionate patient care by working on equipment through scenarios, live scenarios, and that will better help them be more confident and really understand that we have sick patients that we're trying to get best outcomes for.
Now, pediatric clinics and hospitals can be a high-stress learning environment. And with BabyWorks, students have an environment to focus on learning the how-to piece before adding in the real-life pressure.
When I got to scan the baby, it felt amazing, and it felt really incredible to get that hands-on experience where you really see what you're imaging, and it just helps you prepare for when you go out in the real world, when you get to scan a baby for the first time and you have that extra confidence to help you get through the process. I got the opportunity to scan a brain, and with a pediatric brain, the different pressure I got to apply, and that felt very cool because I've never experienced that, and I think that'll also help me in my journey as a cardiac sonographer.
Funding for equipment like BabyWorks can be a challenge, so community support, it's vital in helping to provide these enhanced learning opportunities for students.
Purchasing BabyWorks was an opportunity that was brought forward and supported by the foundation here at Mohawk College. And having high fidelity simulators within our program of studies allows the students to practice their technical skills, their professional skills in a low risk and very safe environment, and will allow them to apply the best patient care possible, which ultimately will allow for best patient care outcomes in the community.
For Baby Works here, we do have the cardiac component for ultrasound, but it also is available to be scanned for the brain and from the clavicle to the pelvis. We want to measure the success of the students having used these mannequins. So are their test scores going to be better? Are they going to be better when they get into clinical practice?
Baby Works is just one example of how technology can elevate the learning environment and provide the skills and confidence Mohawk College students need to succeed.
Access to technology like this is really helpful for us, not only because it allows us to grow our confidence, but also because there might not be any other circumstances where we can experience something like this. So being exposed to neonatal kind of opens some doors, or could maybe create new interests for us as students who may not otherwise try something like that out.
To treat even a simulator as a patient is so important to already start practicing now, because when we get out into the real world, we already have practiced and developed these professional skills to help us develop in the healthcare setting.
I taught a grade 7 and 8 class last year. I had the opportunity with elementary engagement to go in, and I had 3 points of contact with students where I got to promote trades before they got to high school. And so I came up with this analogy, and it's like playing Lego. Now imagine this. You get a call from your buddy Tim. Tim just got the new Star Wars Lego center, and he wants you to come over on Saturday and build it. So what's the first thing you do? Who's coming? Right? Okay, so Tim's coming, Sally's coming, and Bill's coming. Great, I'll be there. That's carpentry. I get a call from Adam. Adam says, hey, I just got a new deck that I need to build. Can you come and build it? And I'll say, who's coming? And he'll say, Sally and Bill are coming. And I say, great, I'll see you on Saturday. And we get to build something. So I'm just a kid playing with larger Legos, and that's what I get to do. That math is not important, and it's the most important. Math is everywhere in what we do. Now, having said that, it's not hard math. This is math that makes sense. This is math that my students come in and are like, I wish I was always learning this kind of math. In high school, you may learn that A plus B equals C. Well, what does A and B mean, right? And what's C? Like, what does that mean, right? But we can actually hold A and B in our hands here and then measure C. And it just makes sense. That's the math we do. I wasn't listening to myself, into my gut to what should I be doing. And since trades wasn't really taken seriously, it wasn't an option. And now I understand how great of a choice it was to get into the trades. It's a booming industry. There's so much work. I'll always be able to fall back on a ticket that I have because I'm a Red Seal carpenter. I know carpenters that they've known before they leave the womb they're going to be carpenters, right? And that's not my story. I was encouraged to go to university. That was the path set out for me. In high school, I took all university targeted courses. I took one shop class. I can remember being in that shop class, and there was a finishing room. I was building like a TV cabinet, and I'd close the door to the finishing room, and just like the world would just like shut off. After high school, it's kind of funny. The phone rang, and it was someone asking for my brother. And what do you want? And they said, there's a job in framing. And I said, yeah, I'll take it. And so I started framing. After a week, I'd look back and be like, whoa, like we built those walls, or that floor is because we were here. And a month, look at that house now stands because of our crew. And then years go by, and now I can go into neighborhoods, and it's so rewarding. And that's when I identified, back to the one high school shop class I took, where when you get into your work and the world just shuts off, that's what I experience now. And I see the product of what I can make, and it's so rewarding. And so that's when I got hooked. Industry trained, but I went through the apprenticeship program. So I came here to Mohawk, and I did my apprenticeship through this schooling. So this is a bit of a home to me for where my career started. Every tradesperson is a teacher at heart. If I could summarize every trade in 3 words, we do 3 things. We learn, we earn, and we return. And it's not that you learn first, then you earn, right? This all happens at the same time. All 3 of these words are all going on at once. You learn, you earn, and then you return the knowledge that you gain from someone else to somebody that is still coming up in the industry. That became the next best thing of my job. I love building, I love seeing the progress, but more so than that, I love seeing the progress of people I've taught. And I kind of wondered, how can I do that on a full-time basis? And Mohawk gave me that opportunity. One of the things I'm kind of honored about here at the college is that I get to teach along the teachers that taught me. I did an apprenticeship in carpentry. I would argue that I'm in an apprenticeship for teaching now. These are the people that surround me, and they look at my lessons, and they sit in my classes, and we bounce ideas back in the office, and we share PowerPoints and different presenting methods and all that. It's just such great teamwork. Mohawk has yet to say no to me, and I've got some pretty wild ideas, right? I said, you want to build a full-size house? And they said, sure. I said, really? Like I go in with these asks, and I don't know if I'm gonna get a yes. And I said, okay, next year, can I build 2 houses? Sure. Like full-scale houses. I asked for technology. Yep, done. You have it. So what can they do better? They're doing a great job. The day they say no to me, we'll talk again. Every teacher here is a licensed carpenter. We come with real-life experience to the classroom, and our students will absorb that. And on top of that, they're doing it themselves. Our students are in the shops with our talented faculty as the students build their projects. Comes and goes.
It's remarkable.
Thank you, thank you. I can hide 10 carpenter's pencils in it.
One really good reason to come to a reunion.
Debbie and Bill Klemp met back in 1973 while attending Mohawk College. They were friends, but went down different paths after graduation.
If it wasn't for Debbie, I wouldn't have passed my Fortran courses because she ran the data processing computers room here in the evenings, I guess. She got me through that course, which helped a lot. We met at the pub, actually. The Thursday night pub is where we met. And after graduation, we both went our separate ways and took a chance on coming here for the 25th reunion. We met in the foyer as we were signing in, and as they say, the rest is history.
Married for 20 years now, Debbie and Bill came back as Golden Grads to the 50-year celebration supported by our alumni team at Mohawk College.
It was a lot of fun, and I was able to get work in that field right away, and it lasted me for many years. I had a great time in Mohawk.
Please take advantage of the opportunities to come back. It's a great school. Just unbelievable experience.
And that seemed to be the sentiment of the almost 70 grads who attended the celebration. It was an opportunity to reminisce about the romance found and the friendships made.
Oh, I have some great memories.
Foggy memories.
And some are foggy from the suds at the time. That was all part of the campus, fun.
Richard Palmer traveled from British Columbia to connect with old friends, and he finally put his name on the cellar wall, next to classmate and longtime friend, Don Price.
No, we had a good time here. It's all the programs we had and model building, and we really enjoyed the whole thing as a package. You can't really just take one thing out of it. The whole thing was nice.
Well, it's interesting how you meet people and connect with various people. Our class connected quite well, and Don and I hit it off. I thoroughly enjoyed the aspect of meeting new people more than anything. But learning what's become a lifetime profession, it gave me a good grounding to get going in the industry, of which I'm still in.
Yeah, you have a common bond, the people that do graduate from here, And
proud to have been here.
The class of 1973 had a chance to connect, tell stories, and who knows, maybe find a soulmate.
It's a great opportunity. I would definitely do this again. It helped me build skill, and now that I've finished the first half of the competition, I've even gotten more confidence for the second one.
I told my students at the beginning of the year that if I had a choice, I'd do skills prep full time. We love it. We start them preparing for skills on day one, and so anybody who wants to participate, I leave it open door, and then over the first few weeks, we kind of narrow it down.
So this is a skilled trades competition. To compete in the competition, it can be anyone under the age of 29. And for our students, they must have been in school for that school year. So we'll start already recruiting in September. We ask our faculty to search for students, can even train them in the fall semester. And we provide them with time and the lab space to be able to train even while on campus. We'll rearrange different schedules to get them ready for the competition and truly just make sure that they feel ready and confident.
It doesn't take away from their course content, doesn't take away from their competencies, but we build the skills prep right into the competencies, so all of the students kind of get a taste of what the skills competition would be like if they get to be involved.
I would say that preparing for the competition is much more of a nerve-cracking experience than actually being in the competition. I was definitely prepared for the competition from what I was taught with the skills practice that was taught in Mohawk College. And yeah, it has been fun.
It's been really cool. I didn't even know this existed before being in Mohawk, and they have a lot of elementary and high school stuff. It's cool just seeing all the kids here coming to visit, and then they'll probably want to go into this trade, hopefully, seeing us do it. And it's been good to be able to practice it in a real life situation after learning it.
We have 38 competitors this year and 21 coaches.
The support this year for coaching has been fantastic. I've had another faculty member help me. His name is Harry. And he's helped me along the way with this as well, guiding me in my first year coaching. So the support has been fantastic at the college. And even resources have been great. They've offered anything we wanted for the program and for the competition. So Mohawk has been fantastic for that.
We have 6 competitors from women, which is about 20%. So that we're very excited about that number, and we're always trying to encourage more women in the skilled trades to participate.
It's been pretty cool to just kind of represent as a woman. There's a lot of women here, and it's definitely growing more for women. So it's really cool to see that, this progressiveness. It can seem kind of scary because it's definitely male dominated, but every place I've been to, they've all been everyone's very kind and they just want to teach you, and you can do anything that any guy can do, so.
I think being in this is just showing that you're higher in your class and you're somebody that's just a little more skilled than everybody else. And it just gives you a chance to show that off, network at something like this. Maybe a company also notices you. So you have options here when you come to this. It's not just about competing.
Come and have the experience, and see the camaraderie. These guys, they'll be friends for the rest of their lives too. I think it's more important that they have something that they'll have on their resume for the rest of their life. I think we have a good chance, but that's not really the end of the day what matters. The experience, I think, is more important.
I'm Miranda. I'm an avionics apprentice at Porter, and I'm currently standing in the Pratt & Whitney engine in our brand new E195 E2. I love coming to work every day and walking in the hangar and having all of these airplanes around me and just immediately getting to do my work and learn something new and have a great time with my coworkers. It totally beats sitting at a desk and working in an office for me. Here at Porter, I fix their airplanes and all of their avionics equipment, so like GPS and radio, and I'm loving it so far. Underneath this hatch is the forward avionics bay, and that's where a lot of our avionics equipment is stored, and this is primarily where I do most of my work. But yeah, this is my office. Welcome. Kind of a funny story how I got here. I wasn't ever really crazy into airplanes or crazy into mechanics or anything, and it kind of feels like fate and luck that I found this, because I was looking for something to do. I had previously gone to university and I didn't like it. I was looking for another path, and I saw a news report about Mohawk on TV one day, and they were talking about their new hangar for their aviation program. And I saw that and I thought it was the coolest thing. So I decided to apply, and I got in, and I did my first year with like just general aviation. So we did mechanics and avionics and structures. And then from there, avionics really was super interesting to me, and I decided to pursue it more for a second year. Mohawk was really a great place to learn, and they gave me such a great basis of understanding and learning about airplanes, so that when I got here, I already knew kind of what I was doing. And every airplane is a little bit different, so having like the basic knowledge and the skills that they taught me at Mohawk really helped me further my level of understanding and my skills once I finally got into my career. I was really nervous to start here. It was a new job, and being a woman in the industry, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. The people you work with and your team totally can make or break a job. And I feel so fortunate to work with the people I work with here. And when you work like a 12-hour shift, 5 days a week, like they become kind of like your family. You know, it is a lot of responsibility fixing the airplanes here, but we have a great team and we all work together to accomplish our goals. And if I'm ever not sure about something, I have 10 other people who are more than happy to help me out and give me advice when I need it. Right from the beginning, my manager told me that they were going to put in every effort into me that I wanted to give back to them.
You know, she turned out to be a person that it sounded like I've known her for 5 years or 10 years. So that communication is extremely important, and having the respect level for your team members around you. Again, male or female, it doesn't matter. You know, the ability and willingness to teach and the ability and willingness to learn are probably the two biggest things. Doing this for 20 years, and I will certainly go to Miranda and ask her a question because something I can't remember or something I've never seen before. It's the passion in the industry. It truly, truly is something in the background that got you there, not just the fact that it is there.
The best part of my job, like the best feeling, is when something is broken and I fix it and it works. It is so satisfying. I've never messed anything up yet, so.
I love that little robot. I think it's amazing.
Our goal here is to enhance the quality of our residents' lives.
Play the song Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is the real life? Is this just fantasy?
There is entertainment at 1 to 30 in Macmillan Hall.
Temi is, think of it as an Android, it's actually an Android device on wheels, and it can run around, and so it's programmable to program it and get it to do things and you know, just behave like a robot. One of the big applications for it is in healthcare, especially in long-term care. This provides an opportunity to take the tablet to a person and then they can use it. But Temi is much more than that. It's not simply just an iPad, it's interactive. So you can call it, you can talk to it can talk back to you.
Good morning. Goedemorgen.
You can give it commands, just like you can if you're talking to Google or Alexa or to Siri. You can give it commands and get answers. We got together in November last year, a whole lot of students and myself went in and demonstrated it to the staff and some of the residents. They got some residents together and just said, watch what Temi can do.
Reach, wiggle those fingers, bring them down, other side, reach.
And they loved it. The residents absolutely loved it, and the staff saw it as an opportunity as well.
When we first saw it, it was like, wow, what is this coming down the hallway? Doesn't look like a coworker.
Temi can allocate some time one-to-one for a resident. Temi can go in and give that resident just some of that reminiscent therapy, visit them. Temi brings joy, and it brings technology to the forefront for our residents.
How fun is it to have Temi to sing with?
Fun. You still like Eminem? Because he's young and hip like you. Yeah.
And hot.
And hot.
We've known from some of the research that we've done that music is a favorite, and especially with people who have memory problems, for example, it can bring back great memories.
A resident who had dementia, his wife would visit him almost daily, and she was very interested in the Temi. So we would bring it by and listen to music together. Lots of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and they would sing it together, and it was beautiful. Usually lots of tears. He could remember all of the words, start to finish, and it was very special.
So now, actually measure the difference in the residents' happiness levels between the not being exposed to Temi and after being exposed to Temi for 3 months. It's going to be measured, and if that works, then they will be able to apply for funding, and because we've shown the effectiveness of this robot in the long-term care home, and we'll be able to bring in more Temis, and then we've got a real project. Then the college gets involved in a much bigger way. This is a huge world. I mean, this is a huge opportunity, and the beauty of St. Joe's, they've given us the opportunity to prove it in a real environment.
Our staff benefit also because just to see the interaction brightens our day.
I just think it's wonderful. At first, you know, it was you just couldn't believe what you were seeing, I guess. So we were all inquisitive and we followed them, right? Yeah, now you see him coming up the hallway and it's like, oh yeah, you know, you're going in to see this one, you're whatever. It's like, it's got better jokes than I do. It plays music, it does games, it does videos, whatever the resident wants. We see a difference in them. It brings more life to them and gives them a little more, right? So I think that robot's great.
So he's been a kind of, you might say, a friend. Well needed, and I think it's respected as well. Stimulates me and keeps me moving. There's a time for everything, and this robot has come into its time. I'm excited about what it will bring to the future.
I just feel blessed every day to be able to come and share something that I'm so passionate about on my own. For me, I have family members that needed to just be able to hug their grandkids again, and fitness played a role in that. A family member that went through breast cancer and wanted to take back control of her life, and did that through fitness, wellness, and health. So to be part of someone's lifetime journey along that, the ability to move and live the life you want to live and make healthy choices is such a gift. And so I'm passionate about sharing that knowledge on with other students that are equally, if not more inspiring, is something I'm fortunate to do every day. When I first started out in the fitness industry full-time, upon my graduation from university, I was hired here at Mohawk to teach fitness classes in the old gym in a mezzanine. So I was here a couple times a week and always kind of kept that connection. And so when that opportunity came up to come and teach here again, it was such an easy decision because I already felt like I was part of the community in a small way, and this just gave me an opportunity to join in a more meaningful way. I'm really actively involved as a volunteer at the Community Support Centre for Haldimand Norfolk, and recently I've joined Prescription to Get Active Ontario chapter, which is partnering doctors, nurses, physiotherapists with clients that are in need of access to better quality personal training and resources and coaching. So that's a new endeavor for me that I think just is only going to enhance the opportunities for students as well. One of the most important things I want students to know is you don't need to be fit before you start this program, and you don't have to have a perfect body to start this program. You just need to be a passionate person about wanting to help others, because there is no perfect body shape, size, or type for coming and taking this program. So that's my number one piece of advice. My second piece of advice is come with an open mind, because you will be exposed to so many new learning opportunities you didn't even know were out there that will open your mind to careers you didn't even know existed. And that's our goal while you're here as a student, to help you with that. And hopefully you do come and join us. And if you do, take advantage of your professors and technologists, because we will happily connect you with people in the industry that can help further guide you along the way. Probably one of my favorite things is reconnecting with a student that's graduated, and Fit to Pitch is a great event for that. They often come back. I have one student that came from India and wanted to get into physio. She was trained there as a physio and ended up being the physio for my daughter. So that was really kind of a neat moment when I walked in and realized that's who it was, and fully trusted her with my daughter to go through some of those treatments with her. I love walking down the streets, walking through the mall, and just reconnecting with students and finding out what they're doing, because it's such a diverse range of careers they've ended up in.
I can't tell you how many times I tried to reimagine what it must have been like to live in our old villages, completely dependent on what the land provided. I tried to imagine what it must have been like when everyone in our community spoke the same language, believed in the same things, and worked together every day for the sake of the coming generations. It sounds like utopia. I tried to imagine what it must have been like when the Dutch ship anchored alongside the Mohawk canoe and the men from both vessels hammered out an agreement about how they can coexist peacefully and fruitfully. That sounds like heaven. I racked my brain trying to imagine what it must have been like.
Good evening. Scano and greetings, everyone. My name is Tanya Jacobs, and I am a member of the Indigenous Student Service team here at Mohawk College. I'd like to welcome you to the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe nations that we've gathered on today. To begin our ceremony, I would like to welcome the Spirit Vision traditional Indigenous drummers and dancers. For Indigenous peoples, we believe that the drum connects us to all things and is the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Today we call upon this group to give thanks and to recognize the achievements with an honor song. Nyawe, thank you. Please stand for the procession of the graduates and the platform party.
Please be seated. Thank you to the Spirit Vision traditional Indigenous drummers and dancers. Good evening, everyone. My name is Paul Armstrong, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the Chief Operating Officer here at Mohawk College, and I'm also honored to be the host for this evening's Convocation ceremony. As we begin, I would like to acknowledge that Mohawk College is situated on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and the Anishinaabeg nations within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement, and is home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. It is important when we acknowledge the land that we are privileged to be on that we try and understand the meaning of the words and share with others. In this acknowledgement, we refer to the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement, and often at events like this, we refer to the Two-Row Wampum Agreement and wampum belts. And some of you may be aware of the significance of wampum agreements and wampum belts, but a wampum belt is made from beads, and it's actually the documentation of the agreement that was made. It's very intricate and it's detailed, and a two-row wampum belt contains rows of white beads separated by two thin rows of purple beads. And the two-row belt represents, as I said, it was a formal agreement between the settlers to the land and the First Nations that call this land home. And what I've learned is that the parallel nature of the beads is of the most significance, as it represents the two peoples moving in parallel along a similar path but never crossing into each other's. And it built respect for each other to the point that they agreed not to impose their ways or their laws or their knowing on each other. And I feel it's important for each of us to develop our understanding of this history. Before I introduce our platform party, can you please stand if you're able and join us in the singing of our national anthem as performed by Brianne Downer from Mohawk College's music program.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, our true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our lands glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Brianne, and please be seated. Convocation is a special celebration for all in attendance. And in order to ensure that everyone has full opportunity to enjoy and celebrate Convocation in its entirety, I would ask for your help with just a couple of things. The first is if you could please stay at your seat until the ceremony is complete. And we'd really encourage you to please pull out your phones and have a look at them and make sure that they're on the silent setting as we move through the ceremony. With that, I am proud to declare that this convocation ceremony is open. Convocation is a time to celebrate the hard work and dedication that brought you to this moment and to look forward to what lays ahead for you, a future-ready Mohawk College graduate. Convocation also provides us with a perfect moment to thank those of you, your family and friends that have been along with you and supported you through this important stage of your life journey. And it is a time to thank those from the Mohawk community who helped you realize and achieve your goal. To start the recognition, I would now ask that the faculty please stand to be recognized and remain standing. Next, I would like to acknowledge our staff, alumni, and union representatives who are joining us today. Please stand to be recognized and remain standing. I will now introduce the front row of the platform party, and I would ask if you do please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. Jeff McIsaac, Dean, Engineering, Technology, and Aviation. Janet Hsu, Dean, Continuing Education and Academic Development. Wendy Lawson, Associate Vice President and Dean, School of Health. Lorna Summers, Vice President, Advancement and Alumni Engagement. Ron McCurley, President and CEO. Michael Schwenger, Distinguished Fellow. Krista Welsh, Registrar. Katie Burrows, Vice President, Students International. And Dr. Siebert Adamson, Vice President, Academic, your platform party. Please be seated. I'm now pleased to introduce Mohawk College graduate Timu Cruz to come forward and welcome our new graduates as alumni members.
Thank you, Paul. And congratulations, graduates. Good evening. My name is Temu Cruz, and I'm a member of the Mohawk College Alumni Association. You have worked hard to reach this moment today, and I'm truly honored to officially welcome you to the alumni family. Although your studies are complete, your connection to the college and your alumni family is lifelong. If you have not already done so, I encourage you to take advantage of the many services and supports available through the Mohawk College Alumni Association, which serves as your direct link to a strong network of over 165,000 Mohawk graduates. Connect with and learn from fellow alumni working in your field, enhance your career development through workshops and one-on-one career support, and attend social events. Volunteer your time as a committee member or a classroom guest speaker, and even access exclusive alumni discounts and savings through your Mohawk Perks app. There are so many ways to stay connected, and we would love to hear that you got your dream job, or you've traveled the world, or even started your own business. And as a graduate, you are a valuable member of the Mohawk community. With a solid first-class education in hand, we know you will use your knowledge and skills to make a difference in your field and in the community. And we will be rooting for your success every step of the way. So as you cross the stage today, I will present you with your alumni pin, and I hope you will wear it with pride. So on behalf of the Alumni Association, congratulations. We are so proud of all that you have achieved and look forward to continuing to support you throughout your career in life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Timu, and to the Alumni Association for the support and guidance you provide our graduates as they transition out to the next phase of their journey. Please now welcome Katie Burrows, Vice President, Students International, who will introduce our Special Recognition Award.
Thank you, Paul, and good evening, everybody. President McCurley, it is my privilege to present you with a candidate for an award of distinction. In particular, I am recommending a candidate be awarded as Distinguished Fellow of Mohawk College. This honor is proposed in recognition of community leadership. I am pleased to introduce Michael Schwenger to be recognized today as a Distinguished Fellow Adjunct Professor. Michael S. Schwenger spent his career building an international manufacturing company. After graduating from university, he joined Stress-Treat Limited, a manufacturer of spun concrete utility poles. Soon, he became general manager and purchased the company in 1981. Originally employing 8 people, Michael expanded the company through market growth, acquisitions, and startups to create a group of companies covering most of North America. Today, Stress-Treat Group has nearly 500 employees in 5 locations across Canada and the US. Focusing on residential street lighting, utility poles, and sports lighting, Stress-Treat Group has become one of the major players in the North American industry. Today, Michael remains Chairman Emeritus of the group of companies, while his son oversees operations of the company. As his business expanded, so did Michael's philanthropic involvement with the community. He has served as board chair of the Royal Botanical Gardens, Hamilton Health Sciences, the Art Gallery of Hamilton, and the Carpenter Hospice. He also spent time on the boards of the Burlington Community Foundation, Burlington Hydro, and Dr. Kemp Hospice. In 2015, the Schwenger family established the Schwenger Family Foundation with a mission to support children and the local community. Today, the Schwenger Family Foundation supports many worthwhile endeavors, including Mohawk College's City School program. Michael graduated from the University of Western Ontario in 1974, obtaining an honors BA in Business Administration. Michael, could you please stand? President McCurley, given Michael's accomplishments, wisdom, and dedication to Mohawk College's community, I recommend that the Board of Governors bestows upon Michael Schwenger the award of Distinguished Fellow, Adjunct Professor, Mohawk College, with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Michael and President McCurley, will you please join me now to acknowledge this honor by virtue of hooding? Well, congratulations, Michael. I now invite you to address Convocation as its honorary speaker.
Thank you very much. I cannot express how great an honor it is to be here to help celebrate this momentous occasion. It is especially meaningful to me as this is also my 50th anniversary from my graduation. So I wish you guys all the luck in the world, and I hope you enjoy your career. After all these years, I can still remember the emotions of that day. Certainly a feeling of pride and a sense of accomplishment, but also relief to have reached the milestone. The hard work, frustration, and pressure of school was all worth it. Now, as you head to the next phase of life, a career, and hopefully a job, I can assure you it will not be easy. Mohawk College has provided you with the tools and knowledge to be successful. Now you must exhibit the drive and effort to make it happen. As you enter the workplace, remember, not all jobs work out. Do not set initial expectations too high. Your employer will not just hand you money and advancement. You must earn it, and there will be challenges. Your job will demand a lot from you: time, energy, and mental pressure. For the next 30 or 40 years, you will spend most of your waking hours at this place called work. It is imperative that you find a job and a career that you are comfortable with. Your work environment will have its challenges, whether it be your fellow employees, your boss, or your workload. However, one thing you must remember: the grass is not always greener on the other side of the fence. Make sure you have a good reason for making a change, or you might learn to regret it. Another, and perhaps more important challenge for you that we'll face going forward is friends and family pressure. You only have so much time, and a successful career is very demanding of this time. Without impacting too much on your job, you must learn to stop and smell the roses. Make time for yourself, your friends, and importantly, your family. Yes, your career is important. It puts bread on the table. But your personal well-being and family are the most important things in your life. As you move forward, I can only stress how important that is not to forget that. In closing, I say congratulations, graduates, and I wish you all a rewarding and successful career and an even more enjoyable personal life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael, for those very powerful and inspiring words and great advice for our graduates. We're very proud to be able to count you as a distinguished fellow of Mohawk College, and thank you for everything you do for Mohawk and our community more broadly. I am pleased to introduce now Pedro Nemesio de Campos Silva, President of the Mohawk Students Association, to come forward to bring greetings to the graduates.
Thank you very much, Paul, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Mohawk Students Association, it is an honor to congratulate you on the completion of education at Mohawk College. You deserve to be immensely proud of your achievements. And as a newcomer to Canada, I found a strong sense of belonging and identity here at Mohawk and at the MSA. This is truly a testament to the incredible community we have here, which you all have contributed to. Having worked in education during my entire life, mainly as a teacher back in my home country, I can definitely relate to the pride and the joy that the Mohawk College faculty feels today, because your accomplishments are truly remarkable. So believe your teachers when they say that they learn from you just as much as you learn from them, because education is all about that mutual exchange of knowledge and experiences, which you have all embraced and embodied. Serving at the MSA Board of Directors, and now as the current president, has been a privilege. It has shown me the importance of giving back, of planting seeds without knowing who will be harvesting the fruits in the future, and of being an agent of change. This spirit of service and community building is something you have demonstrated during your time here. As you step into the future, remember to make the most out of your journey, just as you have made the most out of your time here at Mohawk. Take with you the lessons learned, the friendships formed, and the legacy that remains. I now want to share a quote by Paulo Freire, a visionary Brazilian educator that dedicated his life work to student-centered learning. The original one in Portuguese goes like this: Educação não transforma o mundo. Educação muda as pessoas. E pessoas transformam o mundo. Which in English would be, education does not change the world. Education, however, changes people, and people do change the world. So as Mohawk alumni, you have the power to be the catalyst for change, continue to foster these values of giving back, and setting new goals as lifelong learners, because the world definitely needs your energy, creativity, and dedication. Thank you very much, everyone, and congratulations to the graduates.
Thank you very much, Pedro, for your words tonight and for yours and the Mohawk Students Association's support for everything for our students. Now, please welcome Mohawk College President and CEO, Mr. Ron McCurley, who will now address Convocation.
Well, thank you, Paul, and good evening, everyone. Let me start by offering a very warm welcome to all the family and friends of our graduates that are either here in the auditorium this evening or watching us online. Thank you for being a part of this very special milestone in the life of our graduates. And graduates, as your college president, I want to congratulate you on your achievement. I'm so very proud of you. And the members of the platform party here are proud of you as well, as are the hundreds of other college faculty, staff, and employees who have played a role in your college experience. We are all proud of you. And perhaps everyone in the auditorium would join me in congratulating our graduates. Now, you may not be aware of this, but I will be completing my term as president of Mohawk College shortly, and this week are my last convocation ceremonies at the college. Thousands of students have graduated over the decade that I've been here, and I have had the privilege of being at every ceremony, and I've had the pleasure of congratulating graduates as they cross the stage during their convocation ceremonies on their way to bright careers. And I'm very grateful to have the opportunity this evening to celebrate your graduation as well. Now, over the past 45 years of my career, I have learned a few things. And today, I'd like to share some of those with you in the form of 7 pieces of advice that I hope might be helpful to you on your journey through life. Now, I have 7 minutes to do this, and the clock is ticking, so let me get right to it. Piece of advice number 1, figure out who you want to be before you decide what you want to do. Now, hopefully you've already given some thought to this, to the type of person that you want to be. Maybe you have a parent or a relative or someone else who is important in your life who serves as a positive role model to you. Maybe someone that you aspire to be like in your own life. Now, I have a friend who fulfilled this piece of advice in a very peculiar way. He used to read obituaries in the newspaper. He collected ones that he liked, and eventually he wrote his own. He showed it to me once, and he said, "Ron, this is what I want people to say about me when my time on earth is done." And more than 30 years later, we haven't had to publish his obituary yet, fortunately. He's still very much with us. But I can tell you that he has lived a life worthy of his self-written obituary. He figured out who he wanted to be and what he wanted to accomplish. And then he focused his energy on achieving his goals. Now, I encourage you to do the same. Maybe don't write your own obituary, that's kind of weird, but take the time to figure out who you want to be and then what you want to do in order to become that person. If you know where you want to go, it's going to be a whole lot easier to get there. Okay, piece of advice number 2. Maintain a constant state of wide-eyed curiosity. Curiosity has served me well my entire life. When I arrived at Mohawk College, I came with fresh eyes, seeing things that could be changed or improved. And every month, I host a meeting of new employees and ask them what they are seeing with their fresh perspectives and how we could do things differently. When you start a new job, you're going to have a fresh perspective as well. This is a time when you can often add value to your employer by testing whether something could be done better or faster or less expensively or more efficiently. Take advantage of your fresh perspective to make things better. Albert Einstein, perhaps one of the smartest people that ever lived on Earth, said this. He said, "Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to never stop questioning." Okay, let's move on to the next one. Piece of advice number 3. Something my father told to me many, many years ago. He said, "Find something that you love to do and you'll never work a day in your life." Every week, for my entire life, pretty much, I have asked myself 3 questions at the end of the week. 3 questions have guided me and helped me know when it's time in my life to move on to the next great challenge. Here's the 3 questions. Question number 1, am I making a difference? Question number 2, am I learning something new? And question number 3, am I still having fun? Because when I decided who I wanted to be somebody in this world who could make a difference, who would always be green and growing and learning new things. And because life is so short, I wanted to make sure I was enjoying it as I went along. So I'd encourage you to make a habit of checking in on yourself regularly to ensure that you are still on that road to becoming the person that you want to be. By the way, these past 10 years at Mohawk College have passed in the blink of an eye. I have loved the opportunity to help guide an organization that is so focused on helping students to graduate to success. Okay, piece of advice number 4. And I encourage us all, everybody in this auditorium, to consider this. Develop a lifelong attitude of gratitude. Encourage each of us to develop that attitude of gratitude in our own lives. Take a few minutes every day to be thankful for an experience or for a person who has made a difference to you personally. And then thank them. You know, we live in a very fast-paced world that's often really defined by instant and brief bursts of communication, which makes it all the more powerful when you slow down, step up to someone, look them in the eye and say, "Thank you." You may want to start today with perhaps a family member or a friend and thank them for their support. Or thank the one person at Mohawk who made the biggest difference during your time here. Tell them what they did. Tell them why it mattered to you. It was Maya Angelou who said, "People may not always remember what you said. People won't always remember what you did. But people will always remember how you made them feel." And it feels good to know that you're appreciated. All right, piece of advice number 5, and I really want to target this to the under 35 crowd. And the piece of advice is this, and that is be fully present. My friends and I have a rule. We'll go out to dinner, we'll sit down. The first thing we do is take our phones and we put them in the middle of the table. Whoever answers their phone or sends a text or gets a call or makes a call or sends an email, they get to pay for everybody's meal. We agree that the purpose of going out together is to spend time together, to have good conversation together, to have fun with the people we're with. My advice to you is to honor the people that you are with by giving them your attention. I know it's a challenge. We love our phones, but give them a rest. Be fully present when you're with someone. The experience will be more meaningful because you did. All right, piece of advice number 6, embrace lifelong learning. You know, it's estimated that in our lifetime, each of us will have at least 12 jobs. Last year alone, 32%, almost 1 in 3 people aged 25 to 44 considered a career change. It may be the reason why some of you came to Mohawk College. Since starting their first job after college, 29% of people said they have not only changed jobs, but they've completely changed fields of work. They're already working in something different than they went to school for. The world is moving way too fast to take the education that you gained here and consider it the last that you will need for your life. I can pretty much guarantee that if you have 12 different jobs in your life, the skills and knowledge that you need for job 1 will not be the same as the skills and knowledge that you need for job 12. So embrace lifelong learning. It's one of the very best ways that you can invest in yourself and ensure that you can secure a better future for yourself. All right, well, that brings us to piece of advice number 7, and I've saved this one to the end for a reason. I think it may be the most important piece of advice that you will hear today. And here it is. It's okay to fail. In fact, failure is often one of life's best teachers. I think the name Michael Jordan will be known to pretty much everybody here in this auditorium. He's arguably one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Did you know he was cut from his high school basketball team? And yet he ended his career with 6 NBA championships and 5 Most Valuable Player awards. Michael Jordan famously said, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. On 26 occasions, I have been trusted to make the game-winning shot, and I missed." He said, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." I know that right now, every decision that you make feels critically important. But graduates, here's something that you may not appreciate until much later in life. Most of you are young. You have time to invent yourself and to reinvent yourself. You have time to make an effort and to make mistakes and to fail and to try again. I hope some of you, or maybe many of you, are familiar with the work of Ralph Waldo Emerson. He was one of the great American writers and thinkers. He often remarked on the pressure that society puts on individuals to conform, to stick to a single path. There's a very famous line in one of Emerson's journals that goes like this. He said, "All of life is an experiment. The more experiments we make, the better. What if they are a little coarse and you may get your coat soiled or torn? What if you fail and you get fairly rolled in the dirt once or twice? Up again, you shall never be so afraid of a tumble." You know, sometimes the path to figuring out what you really want to do in life takes a couple of tries and some very strange twists and turns. No schedule to finding your way. There's no master timetable that works for everyone. There's only the opportunity to try and to grow, to learn, and to try again. From where I stand today, I have looked out on a lot of graduates' faces over the past decade. My hope for them, my hope for you, is a life of fulfillment. You have an education that equips you to thrive in the world. You have the support of friends and family. You have a future that will be shaped by your choices, by your talent, by your character. If you get fairly rolled in the dirt once or twice, up again you shall never be so afraid of a tumble. And here's one last bonus piece of advice. Every now and again, break the rules. For instance, I told you I was going to talk for 7 minutes. I talked for 10, and I totally got away with it. To the graduating class of 2024, congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you, President McCurley. My name is Krista Welsh, and as Registrar, it is my privilege to introduce the most important part of this ceremony. Graduates, it is now time for you to cross the stage and be admitted to the alumni of Mohawk College. As each person crosses the stage, their status as a Mohawk College graduate will be acknowledged with the Lear Pipe, a medieval European symbol of academic achievement dating back to the 8th century. Awarding each graduate a Lear Pipe highlights the achievement of excellence according to each student's chosen program and symbolizes that they are joining the international community of scholars. Vice President Academic Dr. Siebert Adamson will place the Mohawk Lear Pipe on the graduate's left shoulder, and they will then be congratulated by President McCurley. Convocation is always a time of celebration for our graduates and their families, and we encourage you to applaud and acknowledge your graduate as they cross the stage. Il me fait plaisir de souhaiter la bienvenue aux membres de la communauté francophone. La collation de grade est le moment idéal pour célébrer les exploits des diplômés, et je vous encourage d'applaudir lorsque votre diplômé traversera l'estrade. President McCurley. I now have the honor of presenting the candidates for graduation. The graduates have successfully completed the curriculum of their chosen program as required by the Mohawk Board of Governors and have been recommended to be awarded their certificates and diplomas in recognition of their academic accomplishment. Therefore, I recommend that you confer their certificates and diplomas with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. And on behalf of those graduates not here today, I further request that their certificates and diplomas be conferred on them in absentia. Thank you.
Educational support. Stephanie Kilday, honors. Library and Information Technician, Gada Abulwalai. Pascal Bazinet, honors. Madeline Bruning, honors. Alicia Burnett, honors. Clark. Madeline Leonienko, honors. Alexandria McCrae. Rehan Najam, honors. Zach Okima. Shuhua Piao, honors. Rachel Purdy, honors. Alyssa Williams. Rulin Shu, honors. Architectural technician, Ali Alsebai. Xenia Baca Areola, honors. Jaskaran Singh Banwat. Rika Marie Katoto, honors. Khalil Dawkins. Vivian Delgado Ceballos, honors. Ekene Adobe Emanuela Edwin Ekpe. Juliana Estrada Patiño. Rolina May Garcia, honors. Shaquille Grant, honors. Michael Jassal. Shivam Jindal. Zam Sian Kai. Zara Mogimi, honors. Shubham Patel. Siam Prasad. Barry Alarici. Alejandro Salgado Garcia. Tyrese Shah. Veronica Tash, honors. Taylor Walters. Abigail Williams, honors. Natalie Woods, honors. Architectural Technology, Razan Al-Jarrah. Julia Albezo. Mohana Al-Jarrah, honors. Johan Aret. Zara Borodati Chakravari. Jonathan Keiko. Matthew Kaliri. Ashley Campagna, honors. Thomas Correa, honors. Mitchell Court. Douglas de Alcantara Contel, honors. Madison Dold, honors. Riley Fisher. Sarah Goffar. Frida Garduno Castrejon. Andrew Hibbs. Luke Collins. Bradley Lapointe. Lexus Little. Andrew Liu. Sarav Mainali, honors. Caitlin May. Alex McGowan. Edward Nardini. Hyun Kim Thuyen Nguyen, honors. Rachel Nixon, honors. David Olaleki. Mustafa Olechi. Jessica Passant. Rahi Chintan Patel. Ethan Pearl. Julia Port. Sebastian Racine. Vashu Ratanya. Wajma Safi, honors. Muskan Sharma. Ryan Squires. Charlene Tambilok. Jonah Thompson. Hillary Torres Garita, honors. Rachel Vanderwall. Civil Engineering Technician. Yerson Abril Campo, honors. Ninwa Adric. Anthony Ali. Utsav Hitesh Kumar Bhatt. Prem Sanjay Bhai Bajani. Danish Bijou. Birendra Bistra. Ashbin Chalone. Priya Gurum. Anil Gawali. Israna. Kelvin Kodu. Raiden Malaluen. Landry Ndasi Zugwen. Collins Chakudala Nduka, honors. Ryan Nelson. Farhan Nouri. Kushalbai Bharat Kumar Patel. Vinay Dilipbhai Patel. Raj Jayandrabhai Patel. Santosh Padel. Abbas Saad. Tirth Viren Kumar Shaw. Sanghars Shretha, honors. Vandant Sanjay Takar. Ryan Wilk. Civil Engineering Technology, Galia Al-Shukairi. Ralph Eman Alfonso. Mohammed Al-Nasi. Haider Amir. Robert Bardalou. Darwin Carl Castro. Robert Cremero, honors. Julian Diabro. Lucas Devlin. Joel Drywood, honors. Frederick John Felarca. Rachel Guanzon. Momen Hamid, honors. Fiona Hill. Nada Jaroud. Aslam Khatab. Yinglang Linghu. Robert Mills Honors. Ibrahim Adedomola Aduwoye. Jesse Phillips. Mateen Popalzai. Anna Rickard. Nathan Snippa. Kyanyu Sun Honors. Jacob Supa. Michael Tugay. Civil Engineering Technology, Transportation, Ahmed Al-Jubouri. Alan Davidson. Ramesh Odedara. Nicolas Surla. Computer Engineering Technician, Mechatronic Systems, Oluwatobi Ebolarin. Afla Chariot de Pete Yekel. Purvil Anil Kumar Gajar. Harshit Vikram Gandhi. Christian Lee. Ebube Obi. Syed Zaim Rizvi. Karanpreet Singh Honors. Vivek Dilipbhai Solanki. Computer Engineering Technology, Mechatronic Systems, Mohammed Barakat. Connor Brindle. Benjamin Carmichael, Honors. Jackson Dibley. Aiden Hogan, also graduating from Computer Engineering Technician, Mechatronic Systems. Abraham Iservira. Konstantinos Moisakos. Eretinika Momo. Nicholas Mulas. Ifeo Luatobi Olofinosola. Kyle Paley. Kinjalbin Patel Honors. Jonathan Principato Honors. Nicholas Smeyers Honors. Kurt Wallowina. Electrical Engineering Technology, Zishan Abdullah. Amar Abzai. So much. Radwan Aletri. Gurman Bal. Donahue Brown. Kale Kalura. Matthew Cerneka. Howard Chan. William Cowie. Almortada Dika. Yuhan Guan. Matthew Ganell, honors. Piolo Jacinto. Jensen Joes. Jashan Preetkar. Marin Kelly. Kyle Major. Simon Maliga. Cameron Marshall. Daniel Mogus. Hussein Murad. Mde Muntaguez Muzaman. Sean Perks. Miles Pinero. Surinder Singh. Raghav Tandon. Benjamin Vandenbos, honors. Energy Systems, Engineering Technology, Stuart Savikis, honors. Gurshan Singh. Mechanical Engineering Technology, Ahland Abdul Majid. Jackson Armstrong. Aidan Cornwell. Kaylee Crocker. Miles De La Cruz. James Donker, honors. Kewen Gavin. Thomas Groznik. Sayed Haq. Rushil Inamdar. Doriva Innocent. Brandon Jolly. Mushtaba Kamani, honors. Bradley Levesque. Deacon Malek. Michael Maxwell. Leopoldo Melendez Rosales. Mike Norris. Luke Panchuk. Kamal Patel. Carter Phelan. Ayman Kazi. David Reggie. Martin Raymond, honors. Curtis Rayner. Sumit Roy. Gurmitter Singh. Akiko Suzuki. Ian Vandevry. Cole Venditelli. Megan Wing. Pre-technology, Vanch Talavia, honors. Quality engineering technician, non-destructive evaluation, Carson Donaldson. Sung Hyung Ju. Jayani Kanakarante, honors. Joshua Maislicki. Jung-Hoon Na. Jonathan Ryu, honors. Urban and Regional Planning Technician, GIS, Daniel Benekovich. Nikki Digman, honors. Dalia El Agha. Ashley Fladish, honors. Hee Nguyen, honors. Krunal Bharat Kumar Prajapati, honors. William Stavropoulos. Sterling Strichko, honors. Lucas Taibi, honors. Shub Sureshbhai Takar. The last graduate this evening is Neil Tessia.
As a member of the Board of Governors of Mohawk College of Applied Arts and Technology, and on behalf of the entire board, I have the honor of admitting today's graduates to Mohawk College's alumni community. We are proud of what you have accomplished, and we look forward to seeing what you'll contribute as highly skilled and future-ready Mohawk graduates. And now you will be welcomed into the alumni community of the graduates of Ontario Colleges of Applied Arts and Technology, an honor bestowed only upon those who have met high standards of conduct and learning. Graduates, at this time, we ask that you please stand if you are able to do so. Okay, now, if you'll permit me to actually read the charge, think of the applause you'll get afterwards. In the name of Mohawk College of Applied Arts and Technology, I hereby charge you to safeguard the dignity and ethics of our community, cultivate the spirit of inquiry and innovation, celebrate your role as a local and global citizen, maintain through study the fresh viewpoint expected in an age of rapid advancement, and contribute in all these ways to society in order that the dignity of humankind through you may be constantly reaffirmed. Scientia opus omnium, knowledge is the work of all. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you. You may be seated.
What a great group. Congratulations again and to the entire and graduating class of 2024. Before we close, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the musicians for providing today's music. The Steel City Brass Collective, who are all Mohawk College alumni, and Mohawk College faculty member, Dusty McCallie. And a big thank you to the voice behind the curtain who introduced each graduate today, Broadcast Media alumni Chris May. Self-serve photo booths are available for graduates, family, and friends to use following the ceremony behind the theater in the C-Wing hallway. Audience, please remain at your seats until all the graduates have left the theater, and once everyone has left and exited, you can meet up with your graduates in that C-Wing hallway. And now, graduates, family, and friends, I declare that your convocation ceremony is closed.